But no, I mean, they've got a data stream in all of this.
Well, here's one of the technical things, and I'm not an expert, is that everything that goes over the Internet, as you know, is broken into packets and then reassembled. An expert can trace those packets backward, because that's how the system is able to reassemble the packets. And it's a well-known spy technique to trace through this packet route, not the entire file, but the packets contain the code for their reassembly at the receiving end. So unless you sanitize it very carefully, if something's going over the Internet, an expert can go right back to the source. Now, that's not well known because these people capable of doing that want to keep it secret.
Well, the best way to do it is from a computer that you didn't buy from a store, and then to pull up outside of a coffee shop, jack into their network, and use something like a Gmail account, because then there's almost no way for them to track it back.
Depends. And I don't want to sound too mysterious here, but I'm saying, well, the technology is pretty far advanced. So a lot of the stuff that we read in the newspaper about capabilities is not all there is to it. Only because how to do this is so valuable is that it's just not going to come out. And so one of the things that one of our critiques of WikiLeaks is that they're blowing sunshine about the protection they offer their sources. I happen to have looked at their site a lot and watched it over the years, and it's completely leaky. Their site is a consumer-grade snake oil about protection. Julian Assange, who's very skilled in this, probably knows that. The thing is that only a person who's been at this for several years knows what's wrong with it. But so I call it a consumer-grade protection. But it's not something that would ever keep an expert from getting into their stuff and tracing it. But experts never tell you what they're doing because that's too valuable to keep it to themselves. And so WikiLeaks now, it's quite possible that WikiLeaks has another site that they handle very sensitive stuff. And this consumer grade is just for consumer stuff. And that, as you know, intelligence agencies have multiple ways they move communication, including all the phony ways. So one of the things I'm intrigued with WikiLeaks is whether they actually think that their site, because they have page after page after page of the ways that they protect people. And that's the usual sign of snake oil, actually. You're over-promising. And I don't know why they're doing that, actually. Because it doesn't make sense to security experts to go on at length this way, because it's a sure sign of deception.
Well, you know, the Army officer that reportedly gave him that video, he didn't get protected too well, but the word is he shot his mouth off.
Well, you often see those stories. It's what I call the lost laptop story. It's called a misleading story about how it happened. And so there are a number of subterfuges out to cover up how people are actually traced. And some of them you say, my God, how could they have been so stupid? Oh, how did someone get drunk in a bar and lose a laptop? And so lost laptops are something of a joke as a reason for orchestrated leaks. So we actually don't know yet. By the way, WikiLeaks is aware of this. They're cautious about the reality of the Bradley Manning ploy. And so that they've never owned up that this is a legitimate story.
Well, we can also get a bird's eye view into what's really happening here by the way the media responds, analyzing the way they're putting these reports out, the angles they're going with this story. At your preliminary investigation, at your gut level, from decades of researching this, Mr. Young, what do you think is really going on here?
A willing suspension of disbelief. That many of these reporters are not technically adept about information security. And they so much want a heroic person like Assange that he's just working them like Madoff does. So there's I call it media entertainment. He's a very entertaining guy. And
now, wait a minute. First, you're saying you think they're trying to do a good job and you don't want to bash him, and now you're comparing him to Madoff.
Well, I'm saying is that he's doing a good job of promotion of WikiLeaks. He's media savvy. He's a very photogenic guy. He's a good performer. He's got a side that looks very appealing to someone who's not very technically adept. And so he's a showman. And that's what skilled fraudsters are good at.
All right, well, here's my concern. Here's my concern. I think, and callers have broached this as well, that they're going to use this to, quote, have a gatekeeper and the whole echelon NSA takeover of the web. In fact, they're already actually saying that. that, oh, because this classified stuff keeps getting out on the web, we've got to have everything go through a gatekeeper first. And that's the way that the establishment is going to announce the fact that everything's already going through a gatekeeper.
That certainly seems to be in the works. But having lived for 500 years, there's an answer to that. There's always another answer to that. And so I can say this about WikiLeaks, is I think they've kicked the ball down the road a little bit further, that I think that they have potentially exposed some communication vulnerabilities that will be closed. On the other hand, new ones will come along, and there'll be people who come along after WikiLeaks learning from their experience. I'm certainly learning from them.
All right, stay there. Stay there. Final segment with John Young of Cryptome.org. I'm Alex Jones with Infowars.com. Stay with us.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
When you hear the words water purification, what comes to mind? If it's Berkey Water Purification Systems, this message is for you. Did you know that over 60% of municipal water contains fluoride at less than 2 cents per gallon? Berkey water filters purify treated and untreated water, remove dangerous chlorine, fluoride, and contaminants from municipal water. These filters are powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, making them perfect for rainwater collection systems. From the smallest to the largest systems, BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has what you need. With your system purchase, you'll receive a shower filter, a fluoride filter, or 2 sport Berkey bottles absolutely free. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com would like to offer GCN listeners 5% off all ceramic filter systems and ship all orders over $50 free of charge. Visit BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. Or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY today.
What is a wind generator?
How can the wind produce power for a small cabin?
How can wind energy be stored and used during an emergency?
Can I assemble my own wind generator?
For answers to questions about wind power, visit windbluepower.com. Did you know the wind can provide your family with emergency power? It can with a wind generator from windbluepower.com. Learn how our amazing LightBreeze wind generator kits start charging a 12-volt battery and just 6 mile per hour wind. Or see the new Cyclone X2 dual kit featuring 2 wind generators on just 1 tower. And learn why schools and universities across the country utilize our products to teach about wind power and alternative energy at windbluepower.com. All kits qualify for a 30% IRS tax credit for residential energy efficient property. Enter coupon code RADIO for a 5% discount at windbluepower.com. That's windbluepower.com, or call 800-976-0026. That's 800-976-0026.
Remember 5 years ago, a couple hundred photos from Abu Ghraib got released. It turned out that Congress was given 1 day by the Pentagon, I guess because the Pentagon's the boss of Congress. Everything's backwards, to look at thousands of videos and photos. And they admitted it showed children being raped, tortured. And a lot of evidence showed that those photos were actually leaked by the government because they knew that more of this stuff was about to come out as a way to whitewash it. And they released some of the more tame abuse that was going on that could kind of be laughed off. I mean, I've seen so many confirmed reports of torture, people being killed, massacres in Afghanistan. And now you see all this stuff coming out. Look, I don't know the truth about WikiLeaks. And I think they've done a lot of good work. I mean, a lot of the stuff I've seen them put out, I guarantee you the Pentagon's not happy about, and they've confirmed it's real. So I guess this is a hall of mirrors that we're in. But time will tell. John Young from Cryptome, any other points you want to add along this line?
That's about it, Alex.
Overall, correct me if I'm wrong, but early on you did work with WikiLeaks some, correct?
Yep, for a month.
And then what made you pull out?
Well, is that they said they're going to raise $5 million the first year. And I said, you can only do that by corrupt means or by governments funding you. And I don't want to be part of anything like that. You got to establish credibility.